And even that, the both blazon are not that far, so he has a lot of opportunities with this stage. So that's the reason why FireXBoy didn't want to go on that, and it will be Hollow Bastion, and it won't be the Ices, it won't be the Ganondorf, it will be the Roy, as we can see. And here we go for the start of this top 8 winner side that will tell us who is going to get in winner final. As we can see, Hugeaux is already super aggressive. There is already 95% in the head of the Roy player, which is already huge, and Hugeaux can just play patiently and wait some mistake from FireXBoy in order to get the stock. And FireXBoy really need to recompose himself and get the right disadvantage in order to get out of it. But really nice booyah from Hugeaux. Hugeaux is playing perfectly at the moment, and already one stock down for FireXBoy. As FireXBoy trying to go through the splatter shot, he will attempt to get the neutral B on the ledge trap, but it won't connect, and Hugeaux will punish this up smash that has been missed by Fire. And for the time, it's a really dominant game from the Smartphone Gaming Inkling. The Squid is doing everything perfectly, as he's getting comes to the curse with this jab back air that will end his first stock. So there is still some hope for FireXBoy. He still has the time. He has 3 games in all the case where he can think of what he can do in order to get the problem that he has in his game fixed, and make him able to maybe get some games to Hugeaux and even the sets. As I'm saying that, so Hugeaux is taking the bury into up smash with the splat roll, and again take a full stock lead. As the Dancing Blade is slashing through the scars of the Squid, it won't be enough in order to put him in a bad position to get the stock. As we are still at low percent, FireXBoy is trying to put a bit of pressure with this ledge storm, but Hugeaux really reacting in the most calm way that I've seen from this tournament yet, and is not doing anything wrong. But for the moment, FireXBoy has the stage control, but don't manage to hit the Squid out of this place, and this will be maybe the up smash that will end this game. And it was pretty straightforward. I mean, Hugeaux did everything perfect from the start to the end, and this is a pretty convincing 2-stock from the Smartphone Gaming player that is showing us that he is the favorite of this tournament, and that he has everything to win every single set, which is good neutral, good defense, good advantage set. I've never seen him stress for the moment. There is not any player that make him reach this state of stress. And the one in this state is actually FireXBoy that really need to find some big solution in order to come back, because for now the gap of level is way too high, and it will be really difficult for him, as he's picking Final Destination in order to have no platform and just force the Squid to be a bit more linear in his moves. But I don't think that Hugeaux will be bothered by that, and will manage to still find some mobility that he will need. As FireXBoy is picking the music, we are going on Final Destination. I wonder if he's going to switch character. Maybe he will pick up the Ganondorf, maybe he will pick the Ices, and we will see it's the Ices actually. So Hugeaux will need to modify his game plan, modify his person for the booyah, and see what he can do. And we'll see if FireXBoy has made the right choice by picking another character and try something new, as he is really patient and spacing himself in order to put pressure to the player of Smartphone Gaming, as this free smash player tried to make himself advance in the face of the Squid, but for the moment it doesn't matter, because Hugeaux is putting the slat shot between him and his opponent and just make himself safe. For the moment, FireXBoy can't approach that well. Even if there finally he finds an opportunity, but this advantage state won't be that high, so Hugeaux will manage to get out of it without any big incidents. As Hugeaux tries to find the splatter bomb in order to get him some space and force FireXBoy to get out of his space. Really patient for the moment. Neither player needs to advance and try to find an opening. They are just playing patiently. They have still 6 minutes on the table, so we will see how it will go. As Hugeaux is taking a lot of percent from the blizzard there of the ices, but this bury will lead literally to an even game in a single interaction. Clearly, in terms of advantage state, Hugeaux is hitting way more in a way more powerful way than FireXBoy at the moment. As the backer will manage to hit the squid, there is only one ledge trap to find in order to manage to get this stock, but the grab will be fine and get Popo out of the way. Nice parry there, but it won't be enough. Hugeaux is trying really to get Popo out, but at the moment it won't work, and Nala will continue the job. As we can see, really passionate game. Clearly not the same pace as the first one, where FireXBoy tried to be really aggressive with his Roy in order to force Hugeaux to get in his stray hits. Like there, we are really playing with projectiles and move that has a lot of range. And finally, the forward smash that will take the first stock of this game, and the super with the invisibility of Hugeaux will take the second one right away, and we are back in an even game. And we are going to play the same game, I think, where both of these players won't going to approach themselves. But as I said, that Hugeaux is really aggressive and find the right option that he needed in order to get Nana out of the Po out of the way. And for the moment, he's like pretty near of the Booyah percent. I think that now he is out of it, but still high percent, and the down smash there will put Po out of the way, but not dead yet. And now with the Nair, he will finish the job and will get rid of the last siblings and get this second stock and get a full stock lead. I mean, it was really close on the first stock, but from the second one, you will finally find his space and the right opening that he needed in order to get through the face of FireXBoy, and yeah, he just get the stock easily, and now we can be super patient, and FireXBoy has not the right to be patient anymore, because if Hugeaux managed to time out him, it will be a one from the Smart Gaming player. As we can see, FireXBoy trying to find a couple of backers that he needs in order to put Hugeaux out of stage and to find a potential ledge shot. The up smash there will put a lot of percent, but still this back will get rid of Po, and this is probably the last interaction, as the super jump, the up B of Inkling will just get out of the way the last climbers, and this is the second game for Hugeaux. Pretty straight away. Hugeaux continuing his domination in this set and in this tournament. FireXBoy, you really need to find a big answer, like I said in the first game. Isis wasn't the right one, maybe Ganondorf would be the one, or maybe we stick with the ice and just find a way to get through this Inkling that is really doing whatever he wants. Hugeaux can be really calm because he knows that the winner final is in reach of his hands, and FireXBoy is still pretty far off it. So he will need to motivate himself, and he's going back with Ice Climbers. He won't pick the Ganondorf for the set. He thinks that he can do it with him. I mean, to be fair, in the second game, his Isis was really strong in the first stock by putting a really patient game, and we're back on the final session. and he was patient enough in order to make his pace the right one to follow and make force Hugeaux to follow it. But since the second stock, Hugeaux just put up his own pace and lead the game till through the start till the end. So we really need to see something from FireXBoy in order to come back from this set, as Hugeaux is doing a really good job in order to get Popo away of this map, and this is the time for Nana to do the same, as he got the first stock. He's now super aggressive. He can go in with the splat roll and move, give him some mobility to him. This is the point that Hugeaux changed a bit from the first stock of the second game, where he was pretty static with his splatter shot, and now he's doing a lot of dash, a lot of roller, which gave him, like I said, a lot of mobility. As he gets ice, the up tilt won't do the job, but the upper won't be fine there. It would have make FireXBoy able to come back, and this fair would take this first stock of this third game, and there is now 96% apart from these two players, as Hugeaux still easily have the lead, as we may have a sick combo from FireXBoy that he already showed us, but now he didn't manage it, and this is Hugeaux that is putting up his rhythm, as he's trying to set up his plat bomb in order to force Fire to make a mistake, but he will come back on the stage in a pretty good way, and now he needs to do his combo in order to put percent and come back. Sorry, he already did 105%, and he almost be killed there, and Hugeaux is coming back really far. The down air won't kill because Nana managed to just touch the ground of the stage. And now FireXBoy has come back in a pretty good way in this game. Hugeaux has almost a one stock lead, and now the percent are the same, but as I'm saying that, Hugeaux just managed to find this forwarder that will kill in the middle of the stage the ICs. And now this is maybe the last stock from FireXBoy in the winner side. Hugeaux playing patiently, even if he has lost just his stock at the moment. And FireXBoy is setting up his ledge trap, which is really good from the ICs. The ledge trap was really well executed. He's letting a bit of space to Hugeaux in order to reset a bit the rhythm. The blizzard there won't connect to a freeze, but for the moment Hugeaux is kinda coming down, and FireXBoy is winning every attempt and extending every advantage state that he has. Hugeaux will really need to find the right opportunity in order to rack up the percent in order to come back. But yeah, the other sister or brother managed to find the up smash that managed to save his friend from his sibling from the grab of Hugeaux, and just took the stock. It took Hugeaux by surprise, and he couldn't DI it well enough. Nice jump from FireXBoy to have think about this option, and finally he has found a first game in the set, and it may not been already over. I mean, Hugeaux had a lot of trouble in this disadvantage in this last game. Maybe he just relaxed a bit too much and was like, yeah, the set is already over, but no, FireXBoy came back, stayed calm, and managed to find the couple of advantage states that he needed in order to wrap it up in this third game, as we are back on the Kingdom Earth Hollow Bastion map. And we will see if Hugeaux will answer back to FireXBoy and put an end to the set, or if FireXBoy will manage to continue his road to victory and manage to reverse 3-0 the Squid player. As Hugeaux has managed to kill super early Po from this upper, which means that FireXBoy only have Nana for the moment, and anytime that she will be put out of the stage, she won't have that much of recovery option. She won't. She will have only his side B and his up B that won't really go that far. So it will be really difficult for him from now on, especially by the fact that he's already at 128%, as he's trying to put small backer in order to find another some person, but this will be the up smash from Hugeaux that will take this first stock. As we are back, nice plat bomb into splat roller from Hugeaux in order to put the person that he needs. The down air will put FireXBoy away from the center stage. Again, the double roller there, and the forward smash will finish this second stock. And man, Hugeaux just wake up super strongly and don't give any chance to FireXBoy in order to come back with a reverse 3-0 in this set. We may see the last couple of interactions in this set, but FireXBoy managed to surprise us by taking at least one game in this set, so we can't say that it's already over when it's Smash Bros. After all, so you never know. As the backer will only touch Nanapo, will manage to take a hit, and this forward smash will finally give him the first stock that he needed in order to come back slowly. But yeah, this is still a long trip. He needs 2 stock yet in order to come back. As Hugeaux is putting up the up smash and will get the juggle and find Nana in the air with the upper and finish the job and win the set by a 3-1. That was really good from him.